I am Pinstar, and this is Transport Fever Strategy and Tactics Episode 4. So, in our last episode, we got ourselves our little passenger line up and running here, transporting the people back and forth, not so much for the profits, but more so for the for the town growth of it all. If we take a look at our profitability here, of course, our heartline is doing what heartlines do right here. Yep, big bucks. And also, as one of you, as a couple of my astute viewers pointed out, that the fuel to Pelican Town and the fuel to Ficklewood lines are crisscrossed. Fuel, Ficklewood, and then you, my friend, are, and I'll normalize the naming convention here. Boom. Now these guys have approximately the same number of cars. I guess I could even them out, so to speak. Although, hey, wait on, which one is technically bigger? Pelican Town has a demand of 223 and Ficklewood 294. So Ficklewood is the bigger town in this particular instance. Well, you know what? I think they're doing okay for the moment. So let us turn our attention instead to our next area of expansion. So we need to get another set of goods on them. We need to get another heartline built. You know, this one heartline right here, yeah, it's doing fine. It's keeping our company afloat. But you know what? We need more. We need another heartline. And this particular heartline that I have sort of scouted out here will kind of cascade us into success. And that is the following. Well, first off, right now we already have the infrastructure in place to deliver industrial goods to these areas. We've got Ficklewood with their fuel and Pelican Town with their fuel. Now, if you recall back to the beginning here, there are 3 low-hanging fruit goods out there: fuel, processed food, and construction materials. Now, the processed food, there is a processed food pairing not too far away, and I do intend to make use of this at point, but at the moment, you know what, we're going to leave the food alone, because I want to get into construction materials. I want to double up on the industrials here. So that is going to kind of be my MO here. So what, after doing some scouting around here and looking for sort of our requisite rules, remember, you're looking for obviously a pairing of a producer and a manufacturer, where the producer is a little bit closer to the towns than the manufacturer, but also that the two are in a relative straight line. And I looked and looked and looked, and I didn't find anything. I mean, we got a little producer down here, but no construction materials manufacturers in the area. However, if you can't find a straight line, or if you can't find an ideal condition, make it. Yeah, for your first line, your very first heart line, it is absolutely acceptable to be super picky about it and hold off on doing it until you have yourself a perfect site where you don't have to put in any extra infrastructure. For your second site, for going for your second heartline, you might need to drop a few coins. But we have a few coins to drop, and ultimately it will be worth it. So what I have identified here is thusly a quarry and a construction materials plant. Now, you might say, well, Pinstar, how the heck do you get over there? Well, we got to just make some roads. And while at the current road structures are not ideal, we don't have to fill in that many roads, because we can kind of hijack this road. So the only road we have to do to skip past this little advance here is just a whoop. We can then hijack the roads already in the town and then just make a little bridge, just whoop, like that. So not that many, not that much in the way of constructing roads. You know, we're not having to forge a path, nor are we have to do anything crazy like go over or through a mountain. No, that's late game. That's late game, if at all. So we are going to go with the cheapest road out there, the small country road, because again, 40 kilometers per hour. None of our road vehicles can even come close to that. So the speed limit of the road is not going to be a problem or a factor. All right, so first things first, we want to get this road drawn over to here. There's a few techniques to observe here. Let's turn on our lines here. So our contour lines, you generally want to follow them. It's like going against the grain or with the grain when like you're cutting wood. So if we were to, yeah, sometimes when they hook up here, it gets a little fussy. But like if we go up, see by going against the grain, it makes 24. But if we go with the grain, it is literally half price. That's what those lines do for you. They kind of guide you. Now, the other tip I have for minimizing your costs here is go in small batches. Now, you are going to have to, at some point, cross the grain, but do it in little chunks. So it's not trying to dig into the mountain. No, not 95. We don't want that. So, yeah, just keep drawing out until the cost becomes crazy. Then, okay, let's back it up. Maybe around here. Boom. Is it the straightest road? No. But is it the cheapest road? Probably. And now when you get to the final edge, you can do what I call some fishtailing, where you sweep it up and down, just to see. Because ultimately, all we need to do is plug this road into this road. I don't really care where it gets plugged in. What I care about is the cheapness. And I think 14.1 is about as cheap as we can get. So boom. Now we have connected this road and by requisite this quarry into this road network here. So one more connection to make. And again, the less money we spend on our infrastructure here, the more we get to spend on vehicles to make this second heartline work. Now, the closest and most logical place to connect it to would be this little tip here of the town. And no real guidelines to go with me. This is all kind of lowlands. But that being said, there are still mountain contours you have to pay attention to. So let's just be careful. Yeah, see, look at all this white that's going on. Although, despite all the white, it's not really costing me a lot for given the distance I'm covering. So, yeah, let's get there. And then now for the expensive part. There's no getting around it. Building a bridge is going to be pricey. What you want to do, however, is minimize the cost. I think we can get lower than 80. Maybe if we approach it from a slightly different angle here. And again, fishtailing it is kind of where it's at. No, we do not want 104. All right, fine. Let's inch it up just a little bit. You don't want to go too close, or you won't be able to build your bridge at all. All right, we're down to 70s. That's actually much better. Oh, look at that! I get all this extra. I get all this extra distance out of it just by. Yeah, you can get a lot of extra distance here. So even though this is costing me 90, I'm getting a lot of distance out of it. Whereas, yeah, because it's just 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, and then only when I get up there does it start ballooning the cost. So here, it actually might make sense to plop that down. Now, as far as the bridge type, I'm going to go with wooden bridge. We don't need the speed benefits that the other bridges afford us until we get faster vehicles. Boom. And now, last but not least, the final leg here. Let's fishtail it. That's about as good as we're going to get. So then let's get what we can get. Excellent. So, see, we still have plenty of cash left to start populating our heartline route right now. So let's get our infrastructure built up. Now we do want the large truck station here. And nice and flat. Wow. Just a little over 10K. I'll take it. In fact, I'll take it. Yeah, right there. We can get rid of our little contour lines here, but we do want to turn on our land usage colorations here. All right, secondly, we want a large truck station here. And nice cheap thing. You know, by placing it further down the road here, we lessen the distance it takes to get here, so that makes it just a little bit more efficient. But again, just make sure you're in the catchment area or nothing's going to work. So, boom. We got our stone thing. And last but not least, we're going to be pressing this town into service. Let's see. We're going to rename this one Glass Bolt. It's an old reference to a series. Well, it's not a series that I did. It's actually a successful town I built back in SimCity 2000. Was called Glass Bolt. So I decided to grab the name and use it. So there. Because I don't have a lot of other town names because I keep reusing Ficklewood. So there, we got Glass Bolt. Now the last piece of infrastructure we need to worry about here is a thing here for the industrial zone here. Well, we can get all of that. Although if we put it here, it makes it a lot more convenient. It's a lot more straight and narrow. And we want to make sure we don't. Can I get a frame? Yeah, there we got a little extra coverage there. Yeah, I know I didn't get every single industrial zone here, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, so we've got 149K left to our name. Oh, wait, one more piece of infrastructure. Almost forgot. Since this is so far away from everything else, it does warrant the purchase of another vehicle station here. And this one, you know what? Another technique that I saw on the boards here to making sure that the vehicles stop at the correct station is putting it right across from it like this. So that should do what we need it to do. All right, buy some road vehicles, horse wagons. All right, we'll start with our, let's get our new line here. And this is stone to construction materials. And this is going to be our stone. There we go, our stone heartline. That works out for us. Keeps it nice and simple. Excellent. And then another line that we need to set up here. Get our little market scout vehicle or pioneer is here to here. And this line is going to be called oops. There we go, construction to Glass Bolt. Because that is ultimately what's going to do. They're going to go here, turn the stone into construction materials, bring them back here through Glass Bolt, past this town, drop it off here, pick it back up with a different line and bring it back up here and pay me both ways. All right. So let us fast forward here and await await this place getting its supply of stone here. Then I'll turn these guys around. There we are. Bam! Look at that. Look at that. Big smattering of stone. All right, now it's time to do kind of what we did to populate the other heartline. Is just start buying vehicles. Stone heartline. and feeding them to this place as we get enough stone to be able to soak that up. Because we want more than anything to saturate this line quickly, because in the short term it's going to be a money loser. There's no getting around that. As we get all these road vehicles on there that start their trips picking up stuff, but it's going to take them a while to deliver the goods, and the goods they might not even have much goods. The first couple of them aren't going to have goods on the return trip. So the profitability of the Stone Heartline, it's going to be limited at first. But that's okay. I mean, that's you need to get the blood flowing here. And look at this stone, man. This quarry is on steroids. I'm just going to be cranking these things out to fill this thing up. And yes, our priority is the Heartline over the construction materials delivery, because you can get a little bit of construction material buildup before they start getting cranky with you. Yeah, look at this. I can't keep up. And that's a cut. Are you guys seriously all going empty? Yeah, you're going empty. That's why I can't keep up. You know, I kind of tested this, where we send it on there and it's supposed to work, but it didn't work this time on camera, on live. This is going to screw up our finances a little bit. All right, pause game. I'm going to fast forward and tell all of these idiots to turn around, because, yeah, you don't start your leg without freaking deliveries. I'll see you on the flip side, guys. No, they're all going to keep doing this. It worked on my test game. They went to the right place first on the test game. God dang it! I will fight with this off camera, because you guys probably don't want to just sit here and watch me scream at this. Or maybe you do. Maybe this is hilarious to you. Here, I was thinking that the quarry was going hyperspeed, but no, nobody was nobody was picking anything up, because they're all idiots. Idiots, all of you. All right, we are fast forwarding here. Good. And like I said, our profitability is not going to be so good in the longer run. Well, no, in the shorter run, I should say. In the longer run, it is. Heck yeah, it's going to be a lot better. But in the short run, we're going to be kind of sipping at the debt here. But that is unavoidable, understandable, and, well, I mean, I'd rather be doing this than have a little bit of money in the bank, but be, in the grand scheme of things, falling behind. As soon as it ticks over 13, if you can get it to tick over 13.7k, go ahead and buy that vehicle, because just dipping into the red debt, whoop, there you go, gotcha. And yes, I know, turn your butt around. I'll figure it out later. We'll have to deal with it now. I can't afford to keep demolishing it and rebuilding it, because that's a horse wagon that we can't that we're not going to be able to build if we just keep trying that over and over again. Let me click on you, you little bastard. Yeah. All right, little sit back, shaking that one off. And you were probably the delivery, yeah, construction of glass ball. I still want to keep you there as a sort of a memo carrier, so to speak. Now Now you, my friend, are the original, and you actually have that. So you're the one that went. And Lighten, you said yes. So it is hooked up. It will recognize this. It's not necessarily going to kick out the... look at that, 7.45K. And actually, look, it is kicking that out. So our first one here is going to come back empty. But that's okay, because now there's stuff waiting for the rest of our guys. And now we can start aggressively, well, semi-aggressively, because I have to turn each one of these bastards around, buying new vehicles here. It'd be so much easier if you just assigned yourself to the correct route in the correct order. Stupid horse. Ziz. Because there's two of you. I still am kicking myself because my test game, it worked. I put it across there and did my routes, and they stopped here first, and there was no mussing and fussing and no raging on my part. But hey, maybe you guys are entertained by me raging on that, so maybe it was a good thing. Although no, it's not a good thing. I refuse to accept that status. No amount of silver line looking is going to cause me to think in that way. In fact, I am going to be willing to sacrifice another one of these damn things to try again. Let's try this on the other side of the road. All right, you little bastard. Give me some money so that I can try this out properly. Come on. There. You're not going to do it, are you? No matter where I put this damn thing, you're not going to do it. I mean, unless I put one on the opposite side and, do backwardsville. This is really kind of wasteful, but it's driving me insane. Market Raisin West. Doesn't help. Game, why you do this to me? Why you do this to me? I already have blood pressure issues. It worked in the test. It worked in the test. And the first... See, here's the thing that drives me crazy. The very first truck made it there properly. But not this one. Oh no, you're special. I wonder... Hang on. We need to do some science here. Some anti-aggravation science. What happens if we do this? New line. We start here. We go here and back. We call this Stone Heartline 2, because I mean they're going to the same destination, so economically 6 of one, half dozen of the other, right? But if we assign a vehicle to this line here, maybe, just maybe, it'll behave differently. Where are you going first? Market Raisin Branch. Market Raisin Branch! Yes! Yes! Stone Heartline 2. Now, I am not going to delete the other Stone Heartline, mainly because that would cause everyone to lose their cargo and get all confused and do a lot of economic damage to me. But instead, Stone Heartline 2, go, 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 anti-aggravation. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why? The first vehicle worked. Why are you doing this? Game! I'm a slap you. I'm a slap you, game. You are just trolling me at this point. We're just going to have to populate this the hard way. And hope our next line doesn't succumb to this malarkey. Because I refuse to give the game the satisfaction of buying any more of these damn depots. Let's see how our other stuff is doing. 36 fuel, that's not bad. 32 fuel. Hey, our first delivery. Oh, no, that's not our delivery. That's the other thing. The Borzing and the Bavarian car. Good for you guys. Not interested at the moment. Don't worry. We'll get into trains. I promise. Oh, yeah. So some of you have been commenting and asking, Pinstar, loans aren't that bad in this game. Why don't you take one out? I mean, you could probably saturate this whole line real quick if you had a loan. And here's the reason. We are still sitting on our original 1.2 million loan, our starting cash here. And one of the things the game has is an achievement called Penny Pincher, and Penny Pincher hard mode, where if you start a game and you do not take any additional loans, and pay off all your loans by, I think it's year 2000, you get the achievement. So this is actually sort of a further hard mode. Money. Well, at this point, it doesn't matter. Market Raisin West, yeah. It even doesn't rename them. Like, it's still called Market Raisin instead of Glass Bolt West. Game. Whoa. 8.68K on the delivery of construction materials here. Look at that. Look at that, people. This is what I'm talking about. Ka-ching. All right, so that wasn't a full one yet. But you can see the profit potential of this route once we saturate it more. I'll just put you on the regular stone hearth line. It really doesn't matter. Now I regret trying to start up that second one because that's just going to convolute things and split things inappropriately. Yeah, actually that is going to cause problems. So you guys all go to the original stone hearth line. Yeah, I don't think you're going to lose your cargo either. Because you're going to the same destination and you're expecting the same thing. So we might as well just dissolve the stone heart line here. The stone heart line 2. Deleted. There we go. And that way we don't have any later game construction material or stone loss. We just have small amounts of sanity loss every time I have to buy a vehicle and reroute it. Stone Heartline. Well, you guys know how all this goes, so I am going to put a little fast forward here as I buy up and saturate my line with stone heart lines and try to ninja them as they pass through this little T intersection so I can turn their butts around. All right, at this point, we need to start turning our attention to the construction to glass bolt. Now, are you guys going to start in the right direction? Nope. I have to do that crap for you too. I think off camera, off episode here, I will try to seek to find a solution to this nonsense. Because I need this to work properly. Because then that's 2 lines I'm going to have to saturate with them starting off backwards. So yeah, construction to glass bolt. But at least our money is keeping up here. I mean, we're keeping ourselves, sipping at near zero, but that's only because we're going to go back to putting more stuff on the heartline here. Turn around. Turn around. Oh, for Pete's sake. Turn your butt around. Nobody gets to go empty. There's a reason I put that there. Let's try this. Just a little boop. And then we'll put at the end of that a little boop. Yeah, I know I said I wasn't going to do any more of this malarkey, but I can't stand it. I just freaking can't stand it. Stone heartline. Market Raisin West. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because this is pretty much the same spot where I put the damn thing in my test game, and it worked fine. It worked fine. And I don't want to mess with the line itself. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. This, I know I said I wasn't gonna do anything, but what happens if let's buy a road vehicle? We're doing some science here, folks. That's what we're here for, strategy and tactics. We're here to do science. We're gonna try this one again, but we're not gonna rename it because the first vehicle worked properly, and that was before I renamed it. So what happens if I don't change anything? If I just leave it? You're going to Market Raisin Branch. Although that's the reason, yeah, because they're going there first because I only started you with that one. So if we buy another vehicle, assign you to line 1. Hang on, where did I put that vehicle? That didn't pop up the window. Where is anything? You're going to west, so that does nothing. So, yep, making a new line does not help anything. Just go to the freaking heartline. And yeah, even transferring you to the other line does not make it go to the correct location. Well. At least you're making me money. You'd probably be making me more money more quickly if you would be just doing the right thing. All right, we gotta get more. We gotta get more. Hang on. We gotta demolish one of these, so the building maintenance costs do not pile up. All right, you're gonna go to. Yeah, we'll get rid of the line 1 there. You're gonna go to construction glass bolt. But yeah, this is basically what we want to keep up on buying these things until everything is good and saturated. And you and you. Nobody's leaving empty. Nobody's leaving empty. Good. Okay, so I think that's a good stopping point. You can take it, so you can kind of eyeball how saturated your line is here, just by, well, seeing the saturation and the thickness here. Now, this is a great deal distance more than our first heart line, which isn't the worst thing in the world, because we're still getting our goods delivered to market here. Let's do a burst of delivery ones here, because we do not want to get we do not want that plant to get cranky. If anyone in the comments section knows a surefire way to fix this to help preserve my sanity and also to help the episode flow a little bit better, so I don't have to babysit this, I can just queue them up and send them on their merry way, I would greatly appreciate them. So yeah. But anyway, our little profits here are working nicely. Now you might be saying, well, Pinstar, you kind of just set up this own little ecosystem up here. Aren't you gonna hook things up over here? And my answer to you is yes. Watch. We're gonna send out another dang autosave. We're gonna send out another we're gonna send out another pioneer here for another route, because this kind of plays into sort of my longer term strategy for this particular setup. And here I don't really care which way it starts. So we're gonna start with a new line here. We're going to have you go from glass bolt to Ficklewood Central. Now you might be saying, well, Pinstar, what the heck does that accomplish? Oh, you'll see. You'll see. We're not going to see that little root bear fruit for a while, which is why I'm only sticking with the Pioneer for it. Aha! Warning, road vehicle 1 has to be replaced. Has to be replaced. Our original vehicles are all starting to reach the end of their service life. Whatever will we do? How will we be able to afford their replacements? How will we be able to keep all of this up and running? Well, you're going to have to find out in the next episode. So if you like this episode and you want to see more like it, you want to see my blood pressure rise even higher as I do battle with convenience, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!